Now let's see if I put the camera in the right place. Ooh, almost perfect. Almost perfect. Okay, let's move this camera. This monitor that way. Perfect. Hopefully I won't be fading into the background because I'm wearing yellow, not green. I don't want to have to change because this is a very comfy snuddy that I've got on at the moment. Okay, look. I'm slightly fading into the background and I don't know why. It shouldn't really be taking the yellow out as well. Do I change it or just take it off? I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll just move the camera up a little bit more. I am in camera. I'm in focus. Obviously, I didn't check this out before we went live. Of course, I'm trying things live. As you know, we do live admin at the beginning of any stream. Hello. Welcome back to the Thursday streams over on Pride and Pixels. My name is Finn. And today we'll be doing a little bit of Yorcity. We're returning back to the part 3 of this game. Because we do... I think we did like 3 hours last time or something like that. Crazy. But yes, so hopefully you guys still enjoy it. Let me just see if that's working fine. You can see me properly. Wait for the screen to upload. Update even. Light. That's why I'm fading into the background. I've not done another light. I swear I'm prepared for this. Because it was my husband's stream yesterday. Ta-da! That should be better now. I shouldn't be fading to the background as much. He says. Let's check that there are people in. It's okay, I will wait. So a little quick flyover of what we did last episode whilst we wait for people to filter in. So this is the basement level of City Hall. You are in the archive room at the moment. This is where the city holds all of its documents about the township, where it began, the census, that sort of thing. All the boring what I'm looking for, the boring kind of like public service stuff will be in this room. So last time we filled up the bottom floor with a load of rollout shelving with more like archived material. And we also put a load of these workstations down as well, which just look a little bit like it's just a block of stripped wood, but it's kind of like acting like a simple like sheet wooden table that you can just put some files on if you wanted to research something like that. They're not meant to be like long-term tables, I think. And then we've got the central hub here in the atrium where it's a bit more open. We put some plant pots down last time as well. And then we also, I remember, I think it's in this. No, it might be in the other side of the room. Yeah, in the other side of the room. We put the backs on the chairs as well. So we've got these high-backed, kind of fancied office chairs. We tried the other doors, and this one worked the best with the dark oak. There. But let's have a look. So, close it. I pressed the wrong button because I forgot to turn the hood back on again. I swear I will eventually get this sorted. I set everything up for the thumbnail. I forgot to turn it all back on again. Let's try that again. We've not even started and we're starting off with a bit of damage control. And yes, I do remember doing this because... Oh. I'll tell you why I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I've been playing House Flipper. I'm a little bit trying to reorganise my controls again. There we go. Yeah, we started doing the big boss of this particular level's office, and you can tell that he's kind of hoarded all the money away from his employees. He's got a big ass desk and a nice comfy chair. Got a sofa in his office. He's also got a jacuzzi in his office because he's a bit of a douche. He can also show off his vast wealth with this sort of office building. He's only got like one floor, despite the fact that he is the manager of the underground part of the city hall. But he does like to show off his wealth with all these pictures, jacuzzi, even a table to dry yourself off with a towel. And I've also, last session as well, figured out that these shelves can be used as potted plants, which is something I didn't know existed in the previous one. It's the other one I need to use, not that one. Yeah, you haven't played a game for a while and you completely forget all the controls. That's what's happening to me now. That's the button I wanted, not the other one. This is going to be the stream for half the stream. Is just going to be relearning controls again. I think I have decided as well that I'm probably going to, once this building is complete, rather than doing a video where I document me building it, I just show the final result and use that as a video. If people don't want to listen to hours and hours of me building this, they can just watch the final product once it's done. Look, it's pissing it down. I tried to avoid it. Unfortunately, as soon as I started to go live, the rain came. But it's okay, I can turn it off. Whenever I forget about the rain, it comes back again. Outstaying its welcome. I'm just doing a quick overview of what we did last time, JP. We added some more shelving in, some like rolled out shelves for the archives. I think you were here last week anyway. So I added some more rolled up shelves. We added some more workstations. Over here, some simple workstations. If you just want to like put a folder on there to research and then put it back again. Some short stay ones basically. The rooms we're going to be working on today will be the upstairs balcony, which I don't think I'll be spending too much time on the upstairs one, so I'm just going to put some like benches down and doors and that sort of thing. But I feel like I don't want to leave it empty. It looks a bit bare at the moment. I want to kind of fill that in, if I can. And we did also the boss's office last time. So we've got a big ass desk, comfy seats, a nice cream sofa, and of course a jacuzzi because he's a bit of a douche. And that's a show off as well for a little bit. So that was what we did last stream. So what we move on to what we're doing this stream. As I mentioned before, we're doing the upstairs balcony, but we're also on the other side of the archive room. There's another empty space over here, which is going to be the employee offices, like the private office space. So yeah, we're going to work on this room today. Last time we did the 2 floors because this was going to be like a split floor office. That's what I decided last time. Do I want to keep the flooring in here, or do I want to change it? It's like, I mean, it works. It's like a corporate like hardwood floor. Hello, Jai. How you doing? Hello, Jai. Hello, JP. I'm just gonna take a drink. How was your day? How has your week been? And how has Casper? Here we go. While you're deciding that, I need to work out where I'm going to put the split floor. I need to put a staircase down. Let's just empty this inventory of stuff we don't need. That would be a good idea. Let's fly up to the top. Empty out a load of the gubbins we don't need. There we go. Keep that bar empty for a while. So I think I need to work out where the split floor is first, and then I can work the offices around that, rather than putting the offices down and then working out where I'm putting the split floor. I'm good. Been a chill day, chill day, even. Yeah, probably the same to me, to be honest. It was busy yesterday. Yesterday at work, I had basically phone calls up the wazoo, but today's been a little bit chiller. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. I'm just going to move my cup over here. But don't forget about it and it goes cold. Let's try. So we need a little pillar to separate these rooms out. I think, what pillar should I use? Use white or do we use brown? White concrete. Can't really use those. I mean, I can use them, but it would be awkward to try and stack them on top of each other. I'll try with the white concrete just so I can get block it out basically. What I'm going to be using and what I'm not going to be using. So what we worked out last time is obviously there's going to be a 2-floored room. Where that brown line is in the middle of the room is where the floor of the second floor will be, basically. We just need a way of getting up there. This week feels so long. Hoping it's Friday. Casper's good. Big pain, but I think he's a little puppy. Sora just leaped into the coffee table when I threw her toy. She's like, mine. Okay, so I'm going to use these as guides for halfway through the room, basically. So I want there to be an access point here to get into the upper side, on the upside of the archive behind it. There will be a roof bit here. Where is there going to be an atrium, basically? I had an idea. Make it nice and simple. Have like a hole in the middle. And just have floor space around the edges. So that this will have like an atrium in the middle and offices around the edges. That might be the easiest way of doing it. Than trying to do it the other way and trying to work my way around it. Does that a lot. I throw the toy in the air and she darts up. Right, so I'm just going to mark out the center of the room. This will be marking out where the atrium ends upstairs. And there will be a space here for the balcony above it. We'll make some white lines along the floor space. Like so. So this will be where the edge of the balcony that connects to the archive will be. This is the center of the room. So need basically it to be wide enough to put some offices in without it feeling cramped. But also to have a space in the middle to look down the bottom people below. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the way in. Let's do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's only half of the atrium size, will be this section in the middle. And if we double that up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put that on the floor like this, you can see whereabouts the atrium would be if I kept it like that. So I also don't want to make it like a big square. A big square that's going to look a bit ugly. So we'll be obviously editing this shape, but that rectangle is the center of the room as it stands at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe extend it out a little bit on this side. With 2 at either side of that. And then do the same thing on the other side. Doesn't it? Am I going mad? Or am I not going mad? Do it like that. Close it up like that. Let's make it a bit more of an oval rather than a square. Everyone enjoy the Gears of War stream yesterday? Because that will be coming back as a regular thing. Ash will be streaming with Nathan doing Gears of War for the foreseeable future. If I can make it like that, that sort of gives us a lot of office space on the top floor without it blocking things off for other people. You can still get around the offices and that sort of thing. I hate to say it, but I did. Why do you say I hate to say it? Are you not a fan of Ash streams? Or not a fan of Gears of War? Because I've never played Gears of War, so not a game that would interest me. But I know that Nathan and Ash had a lot of fun time with it. Even if they don't do the challenge run video, it was great to watch. Yeah. I mean, it helps that they're like childhood best friends, so like they get each other. So they get all their kind of comedy and their kind of like
because we're in love.
It's because they're secretly in love and they're going to leave me for each other. It's okay. Me and Gina planned a holiday as well. You know, get over like the public outcry for it all. Get away from the paparazzi. And if I've done that right, those will match the just under the underfloor of the next level. I'll make it a bit lower than that. There'll be a full block floor. It won't be a half block floor this time. JP says you were mean to him. The silence says everything. That also means I don't have to put loads of like stuff put poles down to keep the floor up, basically. I'm going to repeat the pattern up here. And then I can erase this later on when we do the second floor. Just to give me an idea of where the balcony balustrade would be. That's that done. Now we'll just map out where the edge of the balcony will be that looks over the atrium. Pissing rain. Nobody wants you. What's the best part of that deal? What, the running away on holiday with Gina or the being with Ash? The correct answer is yes. We've already got our suitcases packed. Speaking of suitcases, so we're planning on a holiday this year. We've not been abroad since we got Ghost, so it's been a good 5 years, maybe 6 years since we were abroad. So we've planned a little holiday. We're going on holiday in June. Second week of June. So there won't be any videos that day, unfortunately, but that's when we're going to be heading off on our little holes. Spruce dog? I can't remember if it was a spruce dog or not. Okay, this is just to give me an idea of where the pillars would be to keep the atrium up. Then I can build the offices around that, basically. Where am I going? We're going to Spain. We're going to Spain again. We went there, I want to say 2018. 2019 we went to Tenerife. It was before 2019. That was 7 years ago. So, and it can't have been in much earlier than that because I only recently got my passport when we went to Tenerife. So it must have been 2017, 2018 we went to Spain last. So it's been almost 10 years. So it's been a while, should we say. Now I've got these posts up here, I can then work the offices around that. So these are going to be like the entry level kind of employee offices. And they're in the bottom of the building, in the basement. So I need to build an office cubicle, really. What material should I make it out of? Now, if it's a city hall, I won't be spending a lot of money. It'll be very, very basic money. So it won't be like a big colourful colour scheme for this office. It would be all very drab colours. I'm tempted to put it blue because I've been playing a dispatch recently, but I think that might be a bit too bright against the brown on the walls. So I'm thinking white or grey. Right, that council building, so it's kind of like it's going to be drab colours. I need to work out what shape are these offices going to be. I also don't want to block off access to the rest of the room, so I won't put another one on this wall or that wall, so I've got access to go in through the corridors. I won't be making these walls this small either. I'll put some on top of it to make it a bit taller. People can't just like sit down and look over at someone's desk just from where they are. We're looking at new shows to watch now that Stranger Things has finished. Me. Hello, can you see me? I'm having an issue with the video at the moment. Can people see me? Hello? We're going to check if I'm still live or not. No, I can't see you, just a banana. Is that my internet or yours? I think I'm having issues with it as well on my side. Or it might have been a spike or something. In all seriousness, I see you. Thank you, EP. I didn't need that. I don't need the panic of, oh, you've gone offline. You've gone offline, but people can still hear you. I had a little yellow box that came up on YouTube saying, oh, we're having an issue with it. You've not got enough video maintaining through to get smooth playback. I was worried for a second there. Everything seems to be working fine on my side, so let's continue and see if it continues or not. It must have just been a spike where the internet dropped for a little bit. So these are what I've got so far for the office cubicles. I'm debating whether or not to keep these in because of that little gap here or leaving them out. I'm not quite decided yet. I'm going to leave it for that for now. So we've got like an access point from the entrance here all the way back to the end of the office. I also forgot I need to do a staircase up to the top level, don't I? So I'll need to sacrifice some space for a staircase up to that level. Let me do a staircase now before I forget. Hi, EP. How's your day been? Missed you. Thinking oak staircase. Again, this is the council building. They're not going to spend a lot of money on me. Can't complain. How about you? I'm alright. I'm a bit tired. But you know what? Today was alright. It wasn't too bad today. It was okay. Might move it a little bit further. Also, you can't miss me. I'm right here. I know, but I miss you in person, EP. You put my friend back, you. I've completed the first draft of the next video that goes up. I've got a bit of a busy weekend this weekend, so it won't be going up this weekend. But probably by next weekend, there should be another video upload. It's the second part of the 51 worldwide games video that me and Nathan started. So there'll be no prizes for guessing who the special guest is this time. I'm going to get rid of that office because it doesn't make sense with the staircase there. Leave that bit open. I'm going to put some more offices around the edges as well. Now forget about the bloody rain. Oh. You're in the game, EP. Not yet, but the night is young. Plot twist, it's Gina. We also... Did I mention this on the last stream? I can't remember if I mentioned this on the last stream or not. Or maybe not have happened yet. But me and the Coxes and Ash did, and Chloe did, and the Bruins even, did a big fat quiz of everything and of TV last weekend. And we came last. Well, I say that. I think we came either third or last. I can't remember which one we did. The first one we did better at. The TV one we did better at. But we were beaten. So we lost that award to the Bruins. Which, you know, I'm not a sore loser. It's fine. I'm sure they'll be very happy with it. I guess last year, what's my prize? For a bet on who wins, I bet on Nathan and I get some easy money. This is when the plot twist is actually it's Gina, yeah. I get you now. I'm sorry, I'm with you now, EP. I'm half behind you and I'm half asleep, sorry. Yeah, the plot twist is it's actually Gina. You know who I'd love to have do a video with? I've not done a video with them. I've done audio things with them, but I've not done video things with them. It's Andy. I'd love to have Andy on a video at some point. We've tossed a couple of ideas around in the behind the scenes, but I would love to do that as well. So if Andy's watching this back, or if JP tells Andy later on, I'd like to get Andy on as well next. I'm trying to think of all the guest stars we've had on the show. Had on the channel since we started back in 2022. We've had, obviously, the Coxes have been on it multiple times, both Nathan and Gina. We've had, so Ash's mate Kim has been on a couple of streams with him. We've had Ash's brother Chris has been on a couple of streams. And other Chris, who's Resident Evil expert, has been on with Ash before as well. We've had both Chris's. We've had my sister. She was in 2 videos. She was in the 1 to 12 game, and she was also in Countdown. We've had Tina in 2 videos. Tina was in the Christmas ads and Twats for Tat video as well. We do love Tina. She's game for a laugh, she is. I like that staircase now. I like how it's not in the way and it gives us access to the top floor as well. Should we need it? Oh, Andy would be great, says JP. See, he doesn't want me on the channel. He's invited every Chris but me. There are other Chris's in the world, EP. And you are always welcome on my channel. When you're next over, whenever that might be, you are welcome on. I'll even do a horror game with you. How about that? We still need to figure out a date for your video, EP. Now that everything is ready, I'm assuming. I've got an idea, I think, maybe for Andy, unless you can think of another idea as well that I might try with her. You missed JP suggesting it was me. It wasn't me just trying to get on your channel. Hey, I still said I wanted you on the channel, EP. It wasn't a backhanded compliment, I do. The only downside about making City Hall is you don't use the most colourful blocks because it's a public sector building. So they don't spend a lot of money, so everything's going to be grey and neutral and beige. And he's here! Hold on, I always have to double check. Even though I have been part of that podcast since 2023, whenever Andy joins with her with the podcast profile, I always have to double check and be like, oh wait, that's for me. Hi Andy. We're just discussing who I'd like to have on the channel next in a video or so. And I said that Andy would be the next one that I'd like to have on the video. I'd like to have on a video. And EP next. 3 P's are here. Time for the peep. No, I'm not reading that out. But thank you, EP. I appreciate it. I'm not falling for that trap. Now I'm thinking where I should put the next set of offices as well. I've got a cubicle there. Wait, it's not going to block anybody off. The difficult bit. Maybe squeeze one on there. It's like the shit desk. There's like just not even got like a second wall. You got to be out here in the alley with everybody else. EP's like, hey, that party was my idea. I have mod power as of other P's. Andy, will you do a stream with Finn? Depends on the stream. I vote the stream should just be 3 hours of mean beans. Nobody needs that. Because you know what? I think it's fun when people pick the mean beans on our Twitch stream. And obviously I get to have a disgusting flavoured bean and everyone has a laugh and joke about it. But I'll tell you what, after you've had one of them, your breath smells awful. Something foul after you've had a mean bean. And it kind of lingers in your mouth for a good couple of hours after you've had one. This guy's got a bit more authority. So he's got 3 walls on his office rather than just a 2. I'm tempted to put the office down there under the stairs, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit out of the way there. And he's like, then no. Thank God you're on the other side of the screen then, says JP. Yeah, it ain't great. Especially if it's like the dog food one or the bath one, I think it is. No, the curry one, sorry, in this pack. Dog food and curry one stays in your mouth for ages. I'm just thinking, if I put that there, then he's going to be able to see that office, isn't he? I mean, that could work. Maybe I'm just looking into it too much. That could work. I very nearly logged into your world again. What stopped you? And you're just starting fires now in the chat. Just zoom out to see where the office sign is going. Cubicle there, cubicle there. There's a cubicle there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then 16. 16 offices in this building here. Hi, P. I can't remember why you phased out last time. Hi. Come find me if you want. Actually clicking on the correct one instead, says EP. Finn doesn't want TP. I do want TP. If you're meaning in a video, yes, of course I want EP in the video. To arrange a time where you can come down to me or I can go down to there and do it. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hi. Bye. I am like, part of me thinks that I'm gonna like log into this world at some point. I'm building another creation and then I'm gonna find like loads of like different like houses that EP's been making whilst he's been like raiding my stream. It's going to happen, isn't it? Might be a little bit too cramped around that corner. I don't like that. Let's leave that. I'm leaving this bit open. What's EP doing? Hello? Can I help you? He just slowly lowers down into the building. Like, nothing to see here. What stream would you do, Andy? Says AP. He says EP so fast it sounds like he's saying eat pea. Probably like a fun random games one, like mini games and stuff. I could do like a season 2 and just play with Andy for those 51 games. I've always wanted to do, and we don't have the equipment for it because we need another camera as well. But I've always wanted to do a board game video with someone. We used to do them back in the day, but that was when I was borrowing someone else's camera. We've only got the one, unfortunately, which is the one you can see me on. We've got a camcorder, but the battery life is a bit shit in it, so I don't want to use the camcorder. Well, I don't really know how to use one. I tried to have a go with the early Witch Casket videos. They were filmed on the camcorder, and as you can see, there's a bit of a video quality difference between the early Witch Casket videos and ours now. You're one-track mind today, don't you, Andy? You just need to wee a lot, says Andy. She's at that age now where she has to pop to the toilet every so often. I mean, Ash has the same thing. Not just Andy, I'm not singling her out. Okay, so I've got these offices in here. So I've got 16 offices in this room. Obviously, not counting the top floor as well. 16 on the bottom. If there's 16 at the top, then, well, it won't be 16. It'll be a little bit less than 16, but 32 maximum offices in this office. That's a sentence I've said today. That sounds all right. And just put ellipses. Oh, I also didn't mention as well. Andy knows this, but you guys may not have heard. But I sent one of my unfinished scripts to what they call a script swap, which Swem does, script writing group that we go to every month. And I got my feedback back this week. And it left me feeling all warm inside. The concept is basically, this is for like scripts that aren't finished yet, so like first drafts, unfinished scripts, that sort of thing. Like if you're kind of like hitting a wall early on, which is what I was with this particular script, you can send it to a random person who's in the group, and then they will send you one of their scripts that's kind of troubling them at the moment. They can't get through. And then you'll basically review each other's work and send it back. But you don't know who you're reviewing. You just know the script itself. So I got my feedback today. Hello, you alright?
Nope, just about tripped on a fucking green screen.
I know, I thought the green screen was going like this. You alright? You want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, mamas. Are you going to be lesbians tonight?
No, thank you.
No, we don't want to be lesbians.
I've picked my my rainbow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Just playing Silent Hill, waiting to go to work.
Okay. Don't call into work. Call in sexy.
Sexy. That's not a reasonable excuse.
It's a reasonable excuse for me. I believe it. Happy to hear, Finn. JP says hi. He says hi. Yeah, so what I was saying, I got the script back, the feedback back. And I think I'll probably go into this in more detail on the next podcast. But it was all positive. It was positive. There were some criticisms in there that were like constructive criticisms. It wasn't ripping it apart. It was mostly contextual stuff rather than any like glaring errors that I'd written kind of thing. But yeah, I'll go into it more in the next podcast, which we are recording on Friday, Andy. I need to remind myself if we've booked anything in for Friday or not. Because, I don't know, I might have to reschedule it if it's Friday, even though I probably said I was going to do it on Friday. I might reschedule it for the next week, if that's okay with you, Andy. Right, so we've got the offices in. I'll stop flying around now and actually build something. We'll do the desks now. Yep, Friday, if I'm awake, says Andy. Fair enough. Can't reschedule just means we're skipping a Jan release, which isn't too bad. I will see. I'm not going to cancel Friday just yet. Let me have my people speak to your people, and we'll get back to you on the Friday. I don't want to miss an upload. We're doing so well so far. So I think we missed a couple of months in the summer last year because both of us were busy. Andy had a house move, and I think I had to skip a couple of months when Ghost unfortunately left us. So yeah, I'd rather not have to skip a month out. If you're watching this back, by the way, and you're new, hi, welcome back to Pride and Pixels. I'm Finn. In the chat, we have Path Publications podcast. It's the podcast that I co-host with my friend Andy. It's a writing podcast. Anyone who's a budding script writer, but we dabble with other areas of creative writing as well. Please do follow us on YouTube and Switch. On Switch? What am I talking about? On Spotify, what I meant to say. And yeah, you can see our musings about being a struggling writer at the moment. The most recent one involved myself, Andy, and our special guest, Devin Tupper, who were discussing emotional attachment and creative... I've forgotten what the word is. Creative something or other. I should know that. That's really bad. I can't edit a video and turn it around within 2 weeks, though. I'm not that skilled. All writing. Yeah, Andy the budding Twitch streamer, apparently. I said Switch, not Twitch. Which made it even more confusing. Okay, so we've got some desks sorted. Now we need to get some chairs. And once again, it's a council building, so they won't have spent enough money. It'll be the most bog standard chair ever. I wanted to do one with a high backed chair, a high backed armchair like we did in that room, but there won't be enough space to put them in this one. So I might just have to use a stair. I think there's a chair I've got in the office at work. One of those blue kind of like foam chairs, like you'll see in like every office, every school, that sort of thing would have that kind of thingy. What do I stream, says Andy. Hot tub Twitch streamer. Are they still a thing? I bet you there is some kind of corner of the internet on Twitch where that still exists. I know there was a couple that sprang up at one point and they all got banned or something. Because it's, I don't know, probably TOS related. So we haven't got like a bright, like brilliant blue there at the moment. We've only got kind of like turquoise, kind of like a greeny colour. So we'll go for this oxidized cut copper stair, or popper stair, I was about to say. Completely different thing. There's a category for it and everything. There you go, Andy. Let's not do that. I'm Unless the party is willing to do it. Let's not do it. Only disappointing part about this is that I've now blocked off that access point over there, but I will let it slide for now. I have no idea if anyone cares about it now, though. Haven't heard about them in a long time. Yeah, I think it's like a couple of years ago now that was a thing when it first started becoming a thing. This month, we've been kind of like hermits. We've not been going out and doing loads of shit. I will be in a week's time. Yeah, we've got swim again next week. But we're not doing any like big, like expensive things this month because it's kind of like recovery from Christmas. Like a lot of people will be going through at the same time as us. So I've been really good though. I've not hit my like skint week yet. But I also haven't had loads of bills to pay over what I'd normally pay. So I should say. I forgot. Let me go back up and pick up that tab I dropped. Fill that last desk up that I may have forgot about. Okay, so the desks are done, the chairs are done. Weather's cleared. Hey, I'm just answering the question that was asked. Quite annoying, see what happens. I'm judging you for knowing the answer. I know about it because Twitch got a lot of shit for it, and that was their solution. Honestly, I can say I never watched one of those streams. I really can't see the point. He was like, and he's like, yeah, sure, EP, protest louder. We believe you, EP. I was about to leave a nice reply on Substack, but now I don't think I'll bother now. Can everyone see me okay and hear me okay, by the way? Because I've just had another message come up on YouTube. The quality hasn't dropped or anything like that. Just checking. I'm going to do another couple of plants, I think. No, I'm not going to put it there. I will put some plants over here where it's going to look a bit nicer. I'm going to use the same technique I used in the last stream that EP showed me, which is by putting shelves around it rather than just the trapdoors. Get like a chunkier vase. All good, Finn. All good here, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it. EP, oh, my first heckler. I was going to leave a nice review. And then Andy told lies about me on stream. Signed EP. You've really made it, Andy. You've got your first troll. You've hit the big time now. And of course, there'll be no flowers because this is a professional building. They'll get the most boring, like, leafed fern they can possibly get. I kind of want to put like a water cooler in this like avenue as well. Oh no, I wouldn't be that mean. I'm not really a dick, despite popular opinion. Nah, EP is really sweet actually. In the couple of years that I've known him, how long have I known you now, EP? It must have been. It's got to be at least since 2017. So it's got to be at least. I mean, up 9 years, 10 years that I've known you. Yeah, in those like 9 or 10 years, like EP's been the most genuine, like, caring friend that I've met thanks to YouTube and the internet. That's the person who bans lovely Andy. Six years, man. 2019 we met in person too. I mean, like, I've known like online as well as in person. Yeah, Andy, it's like it's shocking how quickly time passes. Because like we'll talk about it in the office, that sort of thing, and it's weird to think that COVID was 6 years ago. And it's like, why? It was 7 in September. It was an accident. Let's do a water cooler. Thinking maybe the white oak planks is like the lower part of it, and glass. So I'll do like either ice or glass will work. This, right? See what it looks like with the cyan glass, and I'll try what it looks like with ice. So water cooler. That's with ice. And that is with glass. I think I like glass more. Still 2019, just several months earlier. I don't remember meeting Finn. He's always just been around. I remember meeting Andy. I mentioned this on the podcast as well. I remember meeting Andy for the first time. We were at either it was an engagement party or some kind of party, some kind of house party. So I remember Gina introducing us. But Andy doesn't remember this. I don't think Gina remembers us either. But Gina introduced us at a party. And never looked back since. My meeting was so memorable that she can't remember it. I'll put a little bit of carpet on top. That looks like it's self-contained in that thing there. And I'll put a button on it as well. Activate it, or act as like a little tap. I'll make it blue so it looks like it's a tap. That we've got a little water cooler there. And I'm gonna put a little should I put a little table. Table. And again, it won't be an expensive table because it's a public office building. A lizard got stuck in the water cooler in one of my old workplaces. A lizard? A lizard? Did you work at Matilda's high school? How did a lizard get in there? Thinking should I put a chair in here or not? Like if they're waiting for like a. Sometimes you'll have like chairs waiting outside here, so like either staff can use it as like a break area, or like if there's an interview, the interviewees will be waiting on those chairs, kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to get at with these chairs. And also, that's the wrong chair. Wasn't that? It was this one. I was also saying this to Ash as well. There isn't any movies out at the moment that I'm interested in seeing. A bit of a dry January in terms of like films. Anyone else got any films they're looking forward to this year? Obviously, I think is it this year that the next Fast and Furious film comes out? I think April. I've not heard anything about it. Only that it's maybe coming out in April. All I've literally heard about it. I'm thinking, do I need to put like a runner down here, like a carpet? Or leave it as it is with the hardwood floor? What do you guys think? I do need to put some laptops down, computers down. Whilst you guys are deciding that, I'm just going to put some pressure plates down, which is my nice handy dandy way of making laptops. Is just put a pressure plate down on a flat surface. It's a laptop. And if you want to make it look like it's open, you just place it down and you put a picture frame there, and you can make it look like it's open. Little quick way of making laptops. You're welcome. There's also a nice quick way of making like mugs, like coffee mugs as well in this game. And that's by putting a plant pot down. Everyone's got a computer. They do. The last newest film I watched was Naked Gun. That is a good film. I was very nervous about Naked Gun before it came out because I was worried that they were going to like stamp all over our childhood. But I've watched it, and you know what? It is very faithful to the original without being like. Remember this bit? It's kind of like it forges its own path while still honouring the original. I like that. I think this floor is complete, apart from the picture frames. I'll do that now. Or I forget. And then this floor will basically be done. I keep thinking it's picture, it's not, it's painting. This is going to be the annoying bit as well. Just placing it like that, so it's just a square one rather than a big long one. The original JP hasn't seen. Sorry. The original JP hasn't seen a film for a long time. JP just carbon dated himself. I remember watching. So I watched the first one. So I watched Naked Gun first, and then I watched Airplane after that. My dad watched them, so that's how I got to watch it. So it was literally Naked Gun, Father of the Bride, what else? Hot Shots. All those kind of films were around when I was younger, and my dad showed me those films when I was younger, basically. I watched Hot Shots again for the first time in ages the other day. Cool film. Some of the jokes don't necessarily make sense anymore because it was made in the 90s, but they're still fun. Still had a laugh with it. Yippee, do you know my age bracket? Are you coming on to me? Oh, balls. I didn't mean to do that. I hate when you accidentally press the wrong button. So annoying. Ash is right. 85 plus. Shots fired in the chat. With my back, I think so. I know what JP's age bracket is. I've not met JP in person yet, but I know what his age bracket is. I have my spies. That's all I'm saying. Why have I got an image of Andy now with like in a black suit, just like talking to a mic? So tell me if I need to take the shot. Take the shot. Guy says age bracket? Question mark. Do you mean like when you're filling in like a questionnaire or stuff like that? You have like they're like 18 to 24, then it goes 25 to like 35, then it's like you're dead. That's what he means by age bracket. And I'm not saying that because I'm being ageist. I'm saying that because advertisers don't care about you after you're 35. Even when I got my provisional driving license, it was in paper form. Okay. I remember when I got my first provisional license, because I had to renew it recently because I had it for ID rather than to drive a car. That was the paper form one as well. There's a couple of New Year's resolutions that I want to achieve this year. I mentioned this in the last stream as well. Learning to drive is one of them. What are the ones I mentioned? Learning to drive, getting some merch done, and redoing the art first, then getting some merch done, and hopefully, maybe getting some more subscribers this year. We've had a few so far, but I want to get to maybe 100 by the end of the year. I'd be happy with that. But if it doesn't happen, I'm happy where I am at the moment too. I look to like my other creators who have got larger. I know it's not about the numbers, larger like sub counts than myself, who's been doing it for longer than I have, and I'm just looking at them going like, "Tell me your secrets, teach me your secrets." And I'm not saying that from a numbers point of view because most of the time the numbers don't matter; it's the engagement that matters. And I'm lucky that we've got a group of people here, mostly the 3Ps and Jai, who watch pretty much every single stream I ever put out there, every video I put out there, and it is appreciated. Thank you very much. But yeah, if I can grow this community a bit more this year, I'd be happy with that too. Didn't think you needed a professional before the war. Shut up. I'm not old, okay? I'm older than you, but I'm not old. You be so evil tonight. Of course I'm here. I enjoy good content. And Ashes too. Thank you for the compliment. I only come tonight because the car's in the garage. Oh, well, okay. Well, if I'm keeping you, Andy, it's fine. And just pay you a compliment. I'm only here out for necessity. I'm talking about JP, Finn. Oh, well, I took it anyway. Oh, we're all feeling a bit old now, aren't we? It's like it's the smallest things that you all make reference to, and then somebody else who's younger than you, who's like, who is very very young, will be like, "What's that?" And you're like, "Oh my god, it's happened! Finally happened!" Right, so this is an easy way of making mugs in Minecraft, or making the appearance of mugs. What you actually need is a flower pot. Ta-da! Yes, they'll all be the same colour, but it looks like a mug. Ta-da! Looks like a mug of tea or coffee or cocoa. And it's like I'm going to dot these around in the office. Not in every single office, but a few of them. Make it look a little bit more like it's been lived in. Ta-da! They look like mugs. So that's an easy way of making mugs. Auxiliary belt apparently is gone on it. I'm not old. I just feel it in every muscle and every bone. Feel it in my muscles. I feel it in my bones. I'm feeling 1,000 years old. When will this feeling go? Thank you very much. I'm here for most of this afternoon. Very creative, says Andy. Thank you. Speaking of vintage, Pokemon is celebrating its 30th birthday in February. You think they'll announce some new games? I think they've got plenty, to be honest. Not JP, Jai. I think they've got quite a lot to choose from at the moment. I think I'm happy with the number of Pokemon games at the moment. I've never completed a Pokemon game. I think I'm happy with the number of them at the moment. Now I'm liking this now. Now that I've zoomed up and I can see the entire office, I'm liking the layout on it. It's looking very officey. I know. It's a poor English, but still. You know what I mean. Might actually do another one of these chairs over here, maybe. Or should I leave? I'll leave that bit. Make it a bit too busy otherwise. Let's put some pictures up on the wall. Not too many of them though. Just want to clear this, make this space a bit bigger. Well, like that's pretty. It doesn't work for the office, but it's pretty. I forget that they've got some new picture frames in. That will do. Thank you. I'll take that as I haven't been very creative this week. Also, Jai needs to leave. He just made me feel old. I think also as well, like realizing that Stranger Things had been around since 2019 as well, I wasn't ready for. Despite the fact that I've only just started watching it. Like I binged it from the first series to the fourth series just before Series 5 came out. And I couldn't believe that the first series was in 2019. Didn't feel real to me. Like how much time has passed since then? Hello. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Missed you already. Put this over. I know there are certain mods you can use where you can make your own picture frames, which I'd love to do. But if I'm going to do that, I'd probably prefer to do like the whole like texture pack rather than just the pictures, and that will take years. So we won't do that. Okay, I think the ground floor offices or the basement floor offices are complete. Now we just need to do the atrium bit and figure out what the floor plan's going to be like. My first thought was making it like a glass floor, but then I was thinking about it, I was like, that kind of makes it seem more like a nightclub than an office. So I think I will just use a hardwood floor like it is at the bottom. And then I'll have to put some light switches in to make this downstairs bit a bit brighter, rather than just being a bit gloomy. So first of all, let's do another hardwood floor. Want to do the same coloured floor or different? I want to do the same. Let's do the same coloured floor because then we've got consistency. If we do a different colour now, it's going to look weird. Going all the way up to the white lines and then stopping at the white line. So the atrium is still visible. What are some Minecraft DLC packs that are based on a movie, TV show, or the game that you've played? I'm sure there's quite a few, to be honest. I don't tend to use that many DLC packs in Minecraft. I've used the city texture pack and the plastic one before. But I don't really tend to use the ones that are like based off a TV show. I feel like kind of stunts my creativity when I'm making something. I'm sure there's a Stranger Things Minecraft thing. There's gotta be. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to convince Andy to be on another video, or be on a video, sorry, with us.
Nice.
Don't know what we're going to do yet, but it will happen at some point this year. Need to figure out what we're doing first. There is, saw it advertised. See? I'm not surprised by that. It's a very popular show. Although, can someone tell my TikTok to stop sending me the same memes about Stranger Things over and over again? With the exception of the You and Me and Steve song. Love that. Please show me more of that. Because everyone's lost their collective minds about Stranger Things at the moment. I don't care about the conformity gate shit. I want more like memes about the show. I'm happy about that. There's not going to be blocking off the road. There is not. That's cool. I'll just leave this section open. Get back to the top floor. Even I'm seeing conformity gate shit, and I've never seen a single episode. Yeah, like as someone who's only just recently come into the fandom, literally the first week of this year was just my TikTok was full of conspiracy theories about conformity gate, and I'm like, I don't care. I am happy with how the series ended. I'm not angry about plot holes being there or threads being left untidied up, that sort of thing. They've left it open so people can make their own interpretations. They don't want to close every little thing off because the last season would be like 11,000 episodes long. Like, just be happy with what you've got. I like the subtext stuff and stuff in the background that's not like overt, that I'm fine with. But like trying to link it all together for like a secret episode that doesn't exist, I'm like why are you wasting your time? Oh, did I do that? I might have done that a bit too high. You know, I'd make the floor a bit lower. So I've not got enough roof space. It's going to make the roof very, very small. Or ceiling even very, very small. Oh gosh, okay. Someone actually liked the show's ending. I find the hidden episode thing so funny. Like, Jesus, get over it. Exactly. But just let it end. Let it rest. Because all you're trying to do with this conspiracy theory is trying to get the Duffer Brothers to write more. And I'm pretty sure they're overloaded with stuff to do already, as it is. I think people just want to have a new season of it. They want it to continue on going forever and ever and ever. But they don't. Sometimes they'll forget that these actors and actresses that are playing the roles, they are also aging up outside of the show. So it was already getting a little bit ridiculous in the last series that some of the characters don't look like the ages they're supposed to be portraying, but it still worked. Like the show itself still worked. The actors still had the innate ability to make you believe it. Star Wars, sorry, not Star Wars. Sorry, the supernatural fandom is a shining example of that. People get far too invested in fictional universes. It's true. Cronies a charge. I am aware. Star Wars is the worst example of what I've seen. There are elements of the fandom that are just insane. I get it sometimes when like behind the scenes drama from a show spills out into the final product and it like suffers for it. But as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been any behind the scenes drama that's happened before the series went out. It's all stuff that's happened afterwards. Okay, maybe I tell a lie. So the David Arbor, Millie Bobby Brown thing happened during the show. I don't think it was a big like drama thingy until afterwards. I might be getting my facts wrong there. But yeah, it hasn't. I don't think it's affected the show in any way. Like, you can still believe, even though they're probably going through hell at the moment with their case. They didn't let it show on the acting. That made sense. I'm probably fumbling my way through this, but yeah. Having said that, though, all the You Mean Steve memes from that show, keep them coming. I love that shit. Some people might find that annoying now, but I don't. The quote, "No one hates Star Wars as much as Star Wars fans," is half true. And David Harbour and Lily Allen split just before the show went out. Then the Millie Bobby Brown thing happened. It was very close together, wasn't it? That drama. I don't know if it was related to it or if it was in the auxiliary. I'm not a gossip columnist. I don't know. Because I don't really care. I care obviously that people aren't being mistreated, but I don't care about the sensationalized story around it. I just want the people involved to kind of be okay, essentially. I'm glad that I put that brown barrier around the edge as well now, so that I don't build the next level up and realize, oh, it's too high, it's going to come through the ceiling or through the floor, effectively. Well, it's a load of tripe. It's something they will sort out. Nothing to do with us. Yeah, that's where I'm coming through. Is yes, it's a big story that came through, and a shocking story as well. But it's we don't need to know the fine details. We just need to know that it's being sorted. That's all we need to know. People don't need to go feral about the actual answers and trying to solve it themselves, kind of thing. That's most of celebrity gossip. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a rant on celebrity gossip, but yeah, sometimes it's okay, that's great or that's not so great. Why do I need to know this? I know I know gossip sells. I know that. I'm not being an idiot. But sometimes it's some of these stories are a bit okay, next. I'm very cozy in this hoodie now. I'm glad that I remembered to turn the light on, the ring light on, so that I didn't fade into the background at the beginning of the stream. Better, doesn't it? I'm going to then replace those white blocks with a stair block as the underside of the balcony. I'm going to sneeze. Just prepare your ear holes. I'm sorry. What do you end up doing with your Game Pass when it went from $14.99 to $22.99? I've still got it. Mainly because I know it's a jump, but I could afford it. I'm not saying that as a brag or anything like that, but like it wasn't so much of a raise for me. Of course, I would prefer to have paid the other amount, the £15 a month one, but it was either that or not have the Xbox, and I was like, damn it. On the floor and just see how it's from the bottom. Like that, but why is that one so wide on one side and one so low on the other? Oh, it was me not being able to count properly. That's what that was. I think on EE, still 14 as you add to a sim. Always great when you can get things bundled. I got a year's Paramount Plus recently for renegotiating a phone contract. So I have a year's 3 streaming and a cheaper phone bill. I love it when that happens. Because whenever my phone provider, which is also EE, tries to go, oh, by the way, we're putting your bills up, I always get Ash to go like, no, that's not happening. Ash is my angry man. if I need something important adult doing, just get Ash to do it for me. You've met me before. I've not got like an authoritative voice, so it's easier for me to just get Ash to do it. Also, I absolutely hate being upselled on something. Sorted. I got Student Prime, says Andy. Ow. Money. If I roll my chair this way, can you still see me or am I off camera? This is when EP or JP goes, oh no, I can't see you. You're a complete different person now. Just to troll me. How do you manage that, asking for a friend? Being a student, says Andy. Oh yeah, I know why as well. Technically, she is. Wonderful, perfect, amazing. Now I'm basically doing the same thing with the edge of the balcony upstairs. We're kind of similar to what we did over here, but I'm going to try and do it with walls rather than fence pieces. And of course the rain's back again. When you put the webcam on the game screen, it is. And just because my legs are kind of in a sitting position, and I've been in a sitting position at work all day, my knees are start going, no, can't do this, so you have to stretch them out. Because I've got an L-shaped office, L-shaped desk, I can move to the side and just put them on the a little bar on the bottom of the desk on this side rather than on that side, because I don't have enough room. We'll try and do it on this room. Did it before where if I put my foot on this bar, it moves a wire and then the screen just disappears for a second. I don't want to have it over a repeat of when I turned off the Xbox with my knee, which EP remembers very fondly. It was not fun. I am an idiot. What am I supposed to fall through that bit? Let's have a look from the bottom. I kind of like that. I don't hate that. I'm thinking I might need to put some lighting in this part of the room as well. And clear the damn rain again. Turning your Xbox off with your knee? What kind of madman would do that? Says EP. Could have blamed Microsoft for that. But when I had the Xbox 360, and that had that one where if you hover over the front, but when you hover over the power button, it turns itself on. You don't have to touch it; it turns on. But that Xbox will sometimes turn itself on, which is scary because it doesn't turn on like it would normally do, like a little beep and it's on. I had obviously had a Forza Horizon 5 one. No, it was a Forza Motorsport 5 one, so it was a blue one. Whenever it powered up, it would go vroom, and whenever you turned it off, it would go vroom. So randomly just hear vroom, and you're like, okay, it's on. And then this one particular time, I think I was streaming with Ash at the time, and I just leaned forward, and it just went black. The whole thing just turned off because I just need the power button. And I did it once more time with the PC when the PC tower was like right underneath my legs. But since it's now over in the corner, so I can't possibly touch it, I'll still find a way. Fun fact, I left a little memento of my time in Finn's world, and he hasn't found it yet. Memento, and it's completely innocent, honest. Right, I'm confusion. What have you left? Oh, in Finn's world. Sorry, I thought you meant in my house. It's like, The last time we saw each other, it was at the old house. in my world. Okay. Do I go looking for that now? Whilst the atrium's finished. Whereabouts could it be? Just an excuse to now have a little tour of the world so far. Nothing in the park. Restaurant still standing. It's completely innocent. Honest. Yes, I've secretly broken into your house and left something there for you. Which sounds far more sinister than it actually is. Damn it. I'm searching everything now, EP. I don't trust him. He's like a TNT house or something and it blows everything up. There's like a little flag saying Pixlandia or something. I'm trying to figure out what it might be. Also, you're so cold you could sink the Titanic right now. The tiny little thing you wouldn't worry about looking for. You'll stumble across it while building. Okay. I'm still nervous. I also can't use a door. It's going to be years down the line and I'm not going to see it until ages. Checking the harbour. Hello, you going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll put this on. Be right back for now. Back in a minute, guys. Won't be long. Where is it? Me do that on purpose? No. I thought I changed that over, but apparently I hadn't. I was like, I wonder if it'll let me do that whilst I'm live, and it does. So we have now got an updated stream, a stream busy or be right back stream. So what I'm looking for. Quench the thirst of all the people that apparently I can't spell correctly. That scared the shit out of me, says Andy. I need to quickly check behind her to make sure Pennywise wasn't there. Finn did do it on purpose. I did do it on purpose. I can't seem to see the surprise. Oh, I have seen something. Oh, that's a sign. It's just a sign. Okay, fair enough. I thought that was the EP thing, but apparently not. Right, where were we? Let's go back to the City Hall, finish off that room. My intention is to finish off this office, put a ceiling on it, put a ceiling on the car park, seal it over, and we can start the plans for the actual City Hall after that. This bit's all underground and most people aren't going to see any of this, but I've spent the last 3 streams building it. And because the roof's going to be so low on this, so they can't make any higher than where this dirt line is. That is where the floor of City Hall, from where you can see it from the outside, will be. So I can't put anything on this level. It will be showing up on the floor above it. So I need to, with the ceiling, make this half slabs in order for it to be high enough to put anything in it. That makes sense? Look where you're building, Finn. It's your build from last week. This has been going on for too long for something that doesn't matter at all. Where have I been building? Well, I'll show you. The office. It's not going to be in the office because you would have come in. Is it in the archive room where I was last time? Don't think I saw anything in here. But I must find out what these secret messages are. This was so worth it. I'm so glad that I spent however long it was trying to find this sign when it was right back where I started from. EP was here 14th of January 2026. Hi. Hi, EP. So glad you're here. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, more offices. I'm going to use the same materials that I did last time. Trying to make it more cohesive in this room. So it was that one, and it was lab. I'm also going to need one of these jungle slabs to make the desk itself. I'm going to need the stair that I use for the chairs. This one. Now to place all the offices. Something tells me not to put an office next to the stairwell. That would be a health and safety risk. Boo, EP boo. I did consider typing Pixlandia better than Yorcity, but it felt too much like self-promotion. Yeah, who does a self-promo like that, says Path Publication Podcast. Sure, Finn wouldn't mind. Next week, Finn builds an underwater city. It'd just be me like poking holes in the glass. It's like, oh no, it's flooded everything. And that would be the last thing I ever do for EP. Because I'll be permabanned from his channel. And from his life. We got an entryway to the archives from the top floor and the bottom floor. And I'm going to put doors there. Before I forget. Anyone else been playing Dispatch recently? Because I'm on episode 6 of that video game. I'm quite enjoying it. It plays like if anyone's played the video game This Is the Police, it plays in the same way as that, but it's got a storyline that weaves its way through as well that you can influence yourself. You could have a look if you want as EP. Yeah, sure. I've got some time of the week. EP says always welcome. Somehow be funny and so heartbreaking at the same time. Then, yeah, it'll be funny up until the point where EP realizes that I've ruined his world that he spent so long on. Because I know that if I tried to sabotage his world, he would do the same thing to me. He did the same thing to Yorcity. There'll be TNT everywhere, and I don't know if I can risk that after all the work I've done. It wouldn't be worth it. Sorry, distracted by my phone. I'm not being professional. I'm currently building an underwater pub. Fin streams are a welcome company while building. I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to see if I can do this. Then I will eventually finish that office, I promise. The offices will be finished by the end of this stream. A little step up. Not like that. A little step up. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes. I love it. Oh my god, look how cute that looks. I love it. You know, sometimes I astound myself with my own creativity. Now, what do I do next? Thank you, Andy. Dropped a phone because I'm cozy in bed now. Bloody cold night. Yeah, we had 2 days where it was all right. We had like 2 days of 10 degrees. Like it was fine. And then it's just gone back to winter again. It's a pub this week, but next week it will be a Tesco local. Oh my god, do a little Tesco. You know what? When I've completed City Hall, which I don't know how many streams I'll have left of this, when I've completed City Hall, I will put a vote up. So people can vote on the live stream, they can put a vote in the Discord. And when I do the video on YouTube as well, when I do the walk around, people can do a vote on that of the next building. And I think I will also let people in the live stream suggest buildings for me to do next as well, because after I've completed this one, there'll be no more buildings on the backlog, and people can vote on potentially any buildings suggested in that stream. If you remember it for next time I finish the bloody video, finish the building, then I'll consider it. Feeling warm now, Andy? Shockingly, I was not planning on making a Tesco's underwater, but now you say that. I'm going to leave some space now between the offices so we can actually have a little bit of a gap in between rather than having them all crammed together. Bloody rain. Can I just turn the rain off? It's really annoying me. Aquaman needs to shop too. I will be making some shops, but not Tesco. Asda? Aldi? Oh, Asda then EP. Perhaps a Waitrose. That way I said Waitrose there. Posh EP. Fancy. Wonder what city people are posh. Because they shell out more, says Andy. Well done, Andy. You won comedy tonight. Everyone give her a round of applause. Give her a biscuit. She deserves it. To be fair, if you can afford to live under the sea, you must have money. It's true. It's true. Been a while since the pun has made me laugh, so kudos. Andy won't let this power go to her head. That might have squeezed one in that way. That could work, do you think? In the office cubicle was there. That could work, couldn't it? I caused an uproar at work with my puns at work the other day. Round of applause for a pun that must be done in a circular fashion. Manager said the building had some break-ins, and our supervisor said, "Not my condiments," which sparked me off. Oh no, my condiments! Well played, Andy's workmate. You got me. I'm imagining it in the same tone as, oh no, my milkshakes. Ash has started a new subscription box. That isn't Witch Casket. It's more of a Foods from Around the World box. And I think we're due for the next month one soon. This month it was Czechia. The month before that it was Bulgaria. I think I'm right in saying that. I think I've got all the desks sorted. Now just to put the chairs in. And then I'll put the lights on the bottom floor, lights on the top floor, put the ceiling on. Then that can be closed over. This needs some lights as well. And put a chandelier here maybe. And then I can close this bit over. And then the car park is basically done. I just need to put... I'll cover it over in mud. And then on the layer below it, I'll just put like a stone layer or something like that. I can edit that at a later date. I hope they don't. I hope they don't assault the police when they are catching them. I'll read that back again. I hope they don't assault the police when they catch them. Went down well. Followed by they should pepper spray them. Then the manager went, oh no, Andy, come on. Please stop now, Andy. Please continue, Andy. Puns are always for the win. I couldn't help myself. Or the win. Must be getting tired because I can't string a sentence together. Same. We're just going, help. Is everybody? Everybody got a chair and a desk. Cool. Close that, close that. That. Get rid of that. Gina's here! Hi, Gina! Hi, a bit late. Can't stay long because I'm old and I need sleep. But hello, everyone. Ain't that a mood? Hi, Gina. How you doing? We've been working on this office space today. We've got like a 2-tiered office space, and the rain can get lost. We started off down here. Little office space down here. There's some cubicles, stuff like that. It's quite cramped in here. I'm assuming like the bottom of the peg in employees, like the interns, that sort of thing, would be in this room. We've got a couple of potted plants there to keep morale up. And then we've got like a water cooler down here in the centre bit. And we've got more tables, more cubicles around here as well. Some people have got an L-shaped desk. Some of them have got a smaller desk. I'm assuming they're like the junior employees. We've got a staircase at the back, which takes you up to the higher offices. Back up here, which I've literally just finished doing. We've got some more of the bigger desks around here. Ta-da, look at that. I'm just going to do some laptops and some picture frames for the laptops. I need a pressure plate. And then I also need to do some lighting, ceilings. I can close this bit off. Pressure plates are good stand-ins for laptops. Or computers. Is that all of them? That is all of them. I can get rid of that. And now with the open laptop screen, I can use a painting. I'll just block off the area where it's going to go. Now I can just place that and it becomes a laptop screen. Ta-da! Hey Gina, welcome to the Pun Bearable stream, brought to you by Finn, puns by Andy. Gina sums us all up. Hey, don't speak for me, I'm not old, he says, entirely ignoring the white patches in his beard. And Dinar is a river in Egypt. Nothing wrong with a bit of salt and pepper. Poor old EP. Hey, you say that, but I've also got white in my hair as well. Not to the same standard as other people, but I have got white hairs in my hair. You won't be able to see it from the camera a bit, but if I get a bit closer, you might be able to see. And if not, then if you know me in person, you know I've got some white hairs everywhere. But yeah, it comes with age. I'm lucky my webcam doesn't pick it up, but in person it's very noticeable. Definitely salt and pepper. It makes you distinguished, DP. And if you start it out, you can become like Doctor Strange or something like that. There's like a white bit in the centre of your beard. I've also noticed as well with certain lights, my hair is black, but under certain lights it's very dark brown. Very weird. Like photography lights, it makes my hair change colour. I've already asked this question, Gina, but how was the rest of your workday? Phones were nicer to me today. I didn't have so many of the phone calls today. But it was kind of a little bit on the boring side at the same time. That's all the laptop sorted. So I'm going to put that in my inventory. That's a bit later. So what I need to do before I put the ceiling on, first of all, I need to put an ice cooler down, don't I? Let's put another ice cooler. Ice cooler. I say ice cooler because they've made it with ice. Water cooler even. Where to put it? So we've got one down here. And put another one of those somewhere else upstairs. I'm thinking over here. There's a big empty space over here that's not being occupied. Let's put something there. And let's make another desk. Not desk, table. Distinguished from whom? Distinguished or extinguished? Definitely not how you spell the last word, but fuck it, I'm tired. Because you're old and need sleep, a la Gina. Yeah, you're probably right. Not even 10 o'clock, people. 10:30 is sleep time. We get grumpy Andy. Anything before that is fair game for early bedtimes. Including 1 p.m., but manager went by. Yeah, no, I wish I could sleep that early. My body's weird. Like, unless I'm ill, I can't nap in the day. It won't. My body physically won't let me. Unless I'm like down with the flu, it won't happen. But if I go to bed late, then yes, I will sleep through until whatever I need to. I need to get up. But if I wake up, if I've gone to bed late and wake up early, I am grouchy. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to see anyone. I want to have my coffee and just forget about the world until it gets into my system. I went to bed at 1 a.m. last night. I'm allowed to be an early night. Unless you're out drinking, then she misses her last train and gets the bus at 1 a.m. JP, that's because I got up to bed at 10:30. Accurate from Gina. Don't know if that was a read or she was just mentioning it. It's a funny story. Or not so funny for certain people. Not put that. Let's put the chairs there. I think the other ones are a bit too much. Don't like that chair that either. I think we have our upper floor offices. Okay, so we need some lights. Excuse me. How's this going to be lit up? I wish there was like a light section that you could just skip to rather than having to type it all out. The verdant frog light. No. Too green. This one looks more like an office light, like a strip light. I'm going to put some stairs inside of it. Make it look like it's fixed into the ceiling while I'm just hanging there. You know what I'm saying? The last time I had a nap, I had COVID. True story. And was 1 a.m. bus last weekend, Andy? No, it's a few years ago. I was there. Was I there? Or was it a different... am I thinking about a different thing? Wish the frame would pee off. I kind of like that. That's fine. Fine, it's fine. Just for people's earphones, I'm turning the rain off. You were not there. It was our first reunion. Oh, okay. Sorry, different time. Ignore me. Oh, a 7-hour date. So what I'm getting this is that 1 a.m. bus is a regular occurrence. No, I'll just get a hotel room now. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? The Andy suite. Smart, that's what I do, although I do live slightly further away. Was this the first meeting after Andy basically cyber stalked you online? Which is how Gina remembers it. I'm not just like slandering her right now. Was it a different time entirely? Right, bedtime. Good night, Andy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I think we've got the strip light sorted. But look at what it looks like in the night time. It doesn't look as gloomy. Was therefore I vanished from Venus life for a few years. Cyber stalked on Bebo of all places. I remember Bebo. I think my Bebo's still active, unless the site itself has been shut down. I remember my Bebo had the Simpsons movie on it. That's how long ago it was that I had Bebo. It was literally like a year before I had Facebook, so I love Bebo. Okay, I think I'm confident enough to do the ceiling. And then close this area off. But first... I have to go downstairs as well. Yep. So it matches and it looks like it's a doorway rather than just a random hole in the wall. Perfect with the lights. Yeah, Bebo is closed now. It has been about 10 years. No, 20 years now, almost, since it was a active website. I'm not surprised by that. Okay, so ceiling wise, we do some slabs. Or just slab. Now I'm looking for officey kind of ceiling tiles. That will work. Again, it's like an office. It's like a public service building, so it's going to be quite drab. There's not going to be very exciting colours in this office. I'll go with that. I'm going to do like an alternating pattern of diorite and tough slabs. Old Finn, how dare you, JP? The way to check if someone's old, ask them if they use Bebo, or if they remember VHS tapes, or even cassette tapes. Now, I wasn't the generation that had cassette tapes all the time. I think we were coming out of that generation. But I remember them when I was very, very young having a cassette tape of certain music artists. I remember Now albums being on a cassette tape rather than a CD. You had to manually rewind after you've used them. I'm sure this is not just the I'm old stream, but apparently it is. Perfect. The only issue with obviously making a slab ceiling rather than a full block ceiling is that when I do the lights, they're going to protrude more out of the ceiling. But we can work around that. That's fine. Found my old Walkman the other day. That's one technology that I wish I had. Was a Sony Walkman. I had an old van, so I had to record from CD to cassette tape. I do remember I had a my faithful metal green portable radio. It could also record off CDs onto cassette tapes from it. Oh, that's takes me back. Me and my sister used to do like pretend we were on the radio and record like demo tapes with all of our favourite songs. It was very cringe, but I remember it fondly. I don't know where the tapes are before anyone asks. They probably don't exist. They're probably all binned. But I fondly remember recording shows with my sister. Now, when it comes to the hospital radio show, I still have all the tapes of those on a USB somewhere. Don't think I've really listened to them though since I left that station. everyone have like a varied music taste, or do they kind of stick with one genre? Because I listen to pretty much anything, and with the exception of a couple of genres that I don't really like that much. My musical knowledge probably goes back as far as probably like the 1980s, and it starts to get foggy. I remember some things from the 70s, but that's because my dad used to listen to. My dad grew up in the 70s, so any songs that I remember from that era are probably through him. Same here. According to my Spotify, my listening age is 57. Mine was 45. Every year, my Spotify just exposes how gay I am because it's literally just Britney, Lady Gaga. Last year it was Taylor Swift. It couldn't be more homosexual if it tried. Oh, this year it was Britney, Pink, Eurasia was on there as well. And I started listening to Eurasia's music because my mum had a VHS of his songs back in the day, and I remember playing it as a child. It was kind of a nostalgic thing. Wait, you okay? Mind blown. I know, I hide it well, don't I, you poo? All these streams where I talk about sports and how I love women and how I want to get laid all the time. That's what straight people talk about, right? I don't think I'm getting this gig. I'm kind of hitting my flow state when it comes to this Minecraft build at the moment. You start to go into like your Zen mode. I'm like, yes, I just need to build this. You don't need to think about it, just build it, basically. There we go. Now I've got like a generic office tiled ceiling, which I'm now going to fill with light blocks even. The top floor gets a little bit of light as well. As a straight person, I can confirm we are slightly more three-dimensional human beings than that. When I thought I was straight until Finn described what straight people talk about. As you can tell, I have done absolutely no research. It wasn't supposed to be a stream where I basically roast the straight people. But it's what it's become. Oops, too far back. And that's centered. Is. Ooh, it's over by 1. Ta-da! We have got lighting everywhere. Fine with the idea. Do I need to put a chandelier in the middle? Should I leave it like that? Does it work with a chandelier or without? I think the chandelier might be a little bit too fancy for this part of the building. You learn something new every day. Indeed, but if someone was going to tell me, I knew it'd be thin. Well, this has now become a blind date. So, bachelor number 1. I believe that we have completed the private office space. It is now complete. Double check there's nothing else I'm missing before I say that. Even though I've already said it. I don't know. Cups. I forgot about the cups. I knew there was something I was missing. And then it will be finished. Tables need some cups. There we go. Got that. So the office is done. We've done the offices. How are we on? Almost 10. So yeah, this is what we've been working on today. Just basically this office space, really. Do a quick walk around of it. Going through this door. You've got the lower offices, where like the worthless peons will be doing their work. A load of cubicles, different sizes, depending on your rank. And in the middle, we've got some chairs, some waiting list chairs, some waiting chairs even, and an ice cooler down the bottom, or water cooler. I keep saying ice cooler, water cooler. Up the stairs to the upper office. We've got another water cooler over here, somewhere to put like your lunch or like your coffee or whatever. We've got some office cubicles up here. This are probably people on a slightly higher bracket. The ones downstairs. They're still working like pretty rough hours for this city hall in the basement. But there we go. That is one office completed. The big atrium in the middle. So that office now complete. The next thing we have to do is this balcony area. Because at the moment it's a bit blank. I need to kind of replace this. Or not replace it, but like fill it with stuff to make it look lived in and not just blank. So I've got a couple of ideas of what I need to do for this. Before I do that, I need to fill this in. I do like filling these rooms in because it looks like you've one step closer to completing the bloody thing. So, let's complete this. And I could just take the coordinates and fill it in with World Edit, but I can't really faff around the menus right now. If you're going to bed, I'm going to get some bed now since, as we established earlier, I am old. Good night, all. Good night, EP. This area of the map rains constantly. Okay, so that office is now complete. The boss's office is now complete. Now I've just got the upper archive balconies left to do. And looking at the time, I might leave that for the next stream actually. But I literally just need to fill these balconies up with stuff. Maybe put a railing there and there, and then put a ceiling on it. But I think I'll put a chandelier in the middle. Over this space, and then the basement level will basically be done, and I can carry the lift and the stairs up so we know where they're going, but then I can actually start making the floor plans. I'm thinking I might make this a bit closer. Give myself a bit more room. Bit more room to maneuver around it. Now I can also then use some fence posts rather than the slabs. Doesn't look great, does it? That looks awful. No, I'm not doing that. Maybe not the fence posts then. Doesn't look very good. It's all about experimentation though. That looks better. I'm not going to fall down there into the stairwell now. Okay, JP. Thank you for staying with us. Once I worked out the flaws in this stairwell. That's what I wanted to do. Angle's not great on Minecraft. Nah, they're not. Sometimes you'll have to kind of like live with it that it's not really completely like connected because it's on a curve and obviously it's square. But I'll live with it. It's fine. It's so annoying. Okay, the railings are done on it. Cool. Okay. What sort of stuff do I want to put on here? Chairs, tables, that sort of thing. And then I'll use the sandstone for table. You can sort out Casper. If you finish before I get back, I'll see you tomorrow. That's okay, JP. I'm just going to put some chairs down, and then I'm going to leave it for tonight. And we can come back to it again next Wednesday. That's it. It's going to annoy me that that's not completely symmetrical. That's better. That looks like it's in the centre. I think in terms of putting things on the balcony, I've realised that because it's on a half slab rather than the full slab, whatever I put down on it, I'm going to have to double it up and make it like raised, which works for the tables and the chairs, kind of, because it looks like it's like a bit of a fancy kind of plinth they're on. But I can't really put any much else on the balcony itself because it will look weird. It looks like it was floating. So I'm going to leave it there for the archive room for now. What it looks like so far. We did a lot today. We did the offices are over there, the two floor offices. We've done a little bit of decoration on the archive balcony. Not much, but I don't think it needs lots, to be honest. It only needs a little bit. And yeah, I'm happy with what we've done today. So in the next stream, so next Wednesday, I will finish this room off. So next Wednesday, I'll put a chandelier in the archive room. I will then seal it off I'll put a ceiling in. I will seal this off, apart from the stairwell and the lift, so they can come through onto the ground floor. And then I'll start to make the plans for the ground floor of the City Hall, which have been long overdue. So I hope you'll join me for that. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you have a lovely evening wherever you are. If you want to see me again, tomorrow I am on Twitch and we're doing City Skylines again. We're going back into San Fernando Valley, and that is from 7 o'clock tomorrow. So please do join me there. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.